Hello everyone, welcome to your daily card reading for August 4th, 2014. And I'll start with One Tree Magic and pull 4 chicken cards. Okay. I kind of got 2 cards, so I guess I'll just do the both. We have Victory, the Laurel Tree, and it says, "There's no crowning glory of achievement without first being victorious over inner conflict." And it seems like yesterday that card was similar. I don't know, but it was, I guess it was external, but, really kind of getting rid of the conflict, and then the orange tree, communication. It says, "You will receive the unconditional bounties of heaven by following your heart." Okay. Okay, we have Cinnabarite, which is quick change and, having kind of a poison enter our life that doesn't kill us, it makes us stronger. And it's really about, having that inner strength and inner centeredness in your heart, where if something attacks you or if something goes against you, you get strengthened from it, and you create a change in the world around you through having things interact with you. So it's almost like you're able to transmute the world around you by having things interact with you. Then we get Kali, and she has to do with divine justice and really standing in truth and being like the protector of all good things, and really standing ground, which was also our card yesterday, standing our ground. So and these two are kind of it's almost like this is the action card of this this figure, this this human figure, So and then we have Ha Ha Ha, which represents getting over something chronic, some chronic stress, something that's been stressing us out and, maybe holding us prisoner, getting over not only chronic but, post-traumatic stress, where I guess that is kind of chronic, but sometimes people can go into acute stages of that also, post-traumatic stress, where, it's almost as if you're back in a situation when you're not. So this is really like letting go and shedding your history, and letting go of the memory of a bad experience, and not having it cloud or confuse your present circumstances. So just really being beyond the negative events of the past, where they're no longer affecting you, and if something truly is happening outside of you, that you're also beyond that it doesn't bother you, where you're just just really conscious of everything about it, and it can't have that power over you. It's instead you have power over your own self and life, and power over the circumstance. and Da Vinci. And Da Vinci is really about skills and talents, and really being beyond any negative or inner conflict. When you're in that type of creative space where you're really able to put your energy and your attention and your focus on creating things that are beautiful and really powerful for the world, where you're coming up with important inventions or creations or things that are going to influence the world around you in a really positive way. If you're in that space, you really you don't have any inner conflict. You're not in dealing or struggling with any past issues, or even with the lower natures of people in the present. You're just kind of beyond it all, and really able to have this victory. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what that's saying here. Having a victory over, life's drama and trauma, and being in a place that you find it humorous, and then also you don't have to put any energy or attention towards any drama or trauma anymore. It's focused in the positive here. And then so it's interesting, we have this communication, and she is about standing in truth, and this is really about being in your heart, which is always truth is your heart, so and then from that from that communication, this is almost like a communication, but it's more like an interaction, where you have an interaction that speaks louder than words. It's like behavior and circumstance speaks louder than words. So this is really about not only being able to communicate clearly and honestly and truthfully, and from a place of balance and harmony, and a place of love, where you're just protecting the sacred. You're not you're not being aggressive or attacking or anything like that. I mean, you're just standing in truth and protecting the good, and actually providing an example of how to handle the negativity that life may throw at you, where you're beyond it and you're able to manage it and handle it, where you're really like the bigger person. You're beyond it. I always think about the counselor position in the behavioral home. Like when the kids act things out, you don't get upset by it. You just that's the kids. That they're in a behavioral home. You just let them do their thing, and you respond respectfully. You don't let them get to you. You really you objectively manage the situation, and don't take it subjectively. You don't take it personally. You just handle it all impersonal. Everything affects people personally, but nothing is personal. So it's interesting, because it's even though it affects us personally, it's not because of who we are that it's happening. It's just people are who they are. So don't let it affect you personally. And I know sometimes in the physical world that's easier said than done. I mean, sometimes things just beyond our control affect us physically, and we can't really help that so much. If we're in a situation, living situation, or a job situation, or whatever it may be, a financial situation where somebody is, or even physical, maybe, something happens physically. We can't always, protect everything physically, even though we can try our best. But, sometimes, things might hit us physically, but we can make the best of that and, use it to our advantage, spiritually and psychologically and emotionally. So this is about being the bigger person, and no matter what happens, you stay firm in your ground and come from this really balanced place of objectively handling the situation in a space of truth and honesty, and just kind of manage the people's behaviors, bad behaviors, best you can, and stay beyond it emotionally, and stay above it psychologically, and make sure you're in it spiritually, So, and then again, Cinnabarite is if you can do this, your actions and your example will speak louder than words. Even though you can speak your words, your example and your action will definitely speak louder than words. And so, yeah, it seems like there is kind of a transition in life here happening, where we're coming into a place of positive creativity and a place where we can devote ourselves to our true passions and the things that we're really born to do, and we're not being held up anymore by negativity or drama. I mean, I think that's what we're all trying to do what we came here to do, but we all get caught up with this drama and trauma and all this stuff, and it just holds us back. It just slows us down. So this is like, okay, we're being freed. We're freed from the drama and the trauma and the history and from the mystery, and we are now in this place of creation, and and in doing that, anything that comes towards us, we know what to say, we know how to act, we have that communication, we have that interaction that we need to have that is powerful and protective, and allows other people to be influenced by us rather than us being influenced by them. So it's really a very strong, stable position. And it's really about being protected and being able to, move forward and without obstacles or without hindrance. And I have to say, I've been listening to a lot of the astrology and card readings and stuff, and I think it's interesting because there's like these two waves of information going on, like, oh, everything's going to be great, you're going to step into it all, and everything, this is going to be the best month, and it's free selling from here. And I feel that, I know that in my being, like, it's just, I have no doubt that that's what's going on. But then there's a whole bunch of like negative readings that I don't even get, like, it doesn't make sense at all. And maybe those apply to somebody, but I don't. Normally, they all really speak to me and apply to me, and it's almost like I've moved past a good portion of these readings where they're not applying, and then I have been getting this information like, okay, there's going to be an attack. I'm going to be attacked, right? But the thing is I keep thinking about it, and even, so I had this dream about that, and even in the dream, I wasn't worried. I was like, yeah, I know. And it's like, well, I have been attacked my whole life, and it hasn't been visible. You want to attack me in front of everyone? Fine. And now we can give the world a show, and the whole world can watch what's been going on behind the scenes, and we'll see how skilled I am in holding truth and communicating and being that example. And and I am not held back by anything anymore. And it's like I really am in this space that feels like impenetrable. I don't know how to say that, but unable to penetrate my space. I just feel really strong, and I see that for other people, and I see these two dualities right now in the readings. And I just want to say that I think that it's almost like a test right now, where we're going to be put to the test, where it's just like, okay, all of our practice for all of these years is finally going to be, this is the grand finale. This is the show, and we're so well prepared for it that it's no big deal. Like I don't think there's anything to fear. I can't even imagine. I mean, every worst nightmare that you could ever possibly come up with has already happened, and I've already been through it. So how, there's nothing at this point in time, and I think this stands true for humanity. We have just gone through all of it. I mean, what else can there be? I mean, I just really see that the tide is turning, but we just need to really be clear and have a clear display of these energies, and that that's what this is all about. Really, really strong, clear interaction, and really being the master here, because both of these cards are like mastery. Mastery of life's problems, and mastery of being your creator of your life, and your of the earth, being a creator, being that spark of the divine here. So I think that things are really great right now, and anything negative in the readings or anything presenting itself right now is really not going to be a big deal. It's going to be like this. It's going to be like Cinnabarite, where it just hits us and has this radical change and adjustment, and and you gain more strength, and more longevity and more health from it. And I mean, Kali she's the one who ends linear time. She's the one who ushers immortality onto the earth. So this is a very powerful combination. And that's what's being expressed. Communication is expression. It's like transmitting self, mind, and heart. And so we have this transmission, and then we have this freedom and this moving beyond. So anyway, I hope everyone got what they needed out of that today, and I will see you again tomorrow. Thanks a lot.